Hello Internet, I'm in a mood to ramble about the Elder Scrolls Online a bit more now that I've played it for a good few hours. As you can see, my lizard man is now level 29 and wearing much more impressive gear than he was in my last video. He's still got a bit of a goofy smile on his face, but I like that. It makes him look like he's having a good old time. And who wouldn't be having a good old time? Right now I'm about 2/3 of the way through Greenshade, which is the 4th zone you travel through in the Old Merry Dominion questline, because you do Careth's Roost, which is kind of the newbie island, which I was on in my last video, and then you do Oregon, Gratwood, and then Greenshade. Greenshade is apparently in the grip of some kind of zombie invasion or something. There may be spoilers, by the way, in this video, so if you care about the storyline of this game, maybe watch it with the sound turned down. No, don't do that. That would be really stupid. Just don't watch it. But yeah, so this is my lizard man, and we are on a quest to kill somebody called Alduin, who is a traitor to the Dominion. Let's do that. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Okay, there's something to collect here. Cotton. Cotton you can use to make clothes, but since I've gone into heavy armor, I mean clothes are light armor, I've gone into heavy armor, there's not much use for cotton other than being able to refine it and then sell it. Okay, so the white arrow on the thingamajig at the top of the screen is the quest we're on. Just need to head for that. I do like the foliage in this game. Look at those flowers. Those are quite pretty flowers. If you stare at them too long, you do realise that they're just flat. They look a bit like they're made out of cardboard, don't they? Because they're just flat surfaces with a flower texture pasted on. But when you're just moving forwards, you don't have a chance to look at them that closely, and they look quite impressive. And most of the time you are moving forwards in this game rather than stopping to look at things. Yep. Who are these guys? These guys are probably not friendly. Oh dear, I'm under attack. Yeah, okay. I think I've gone the wrong way actually. I think I didn't want to go down here. Ah yes, combat in this game. It does seem to involve a lot of just swinging your axe at things, or in this case a massive sword, interspersed with occasional activation of abilities. Right, we need to do something about this shaman. What I found actually with a two-handed weapon is it's a good idea to have two skills that stun, and you can just pretty much stun lock a single enemy used by alternating them, provided you've got enough mana and stamina. Okay, see if we can just a water skin that has some pristine water. There's various types of water in this game which are sort of prerequisites for creating different types of potions. Yeah, I needed to be on top of these cliffs to find Old Dublin. Can I get back up there? Ooh, is that a way up? There might be a way up. Ooh, okay. Is this a secret? No, probably not. But there's some. There's some hands gripping an axe, and somebody called Sorin Ravenwing. I don't want to fight him. He sounds like a boss. He sounds like somebody who could be a boss in another quest line. So let's see if we can get back up here. Yeah, there's a couple of quests in this area that I'm currently doing. That looks quite pretty actually when you walk up there and you see these green trees. I quite like the aesthetic of this zone. I didn't like Gratwood, the previous zone, at all. It was kind of dark and oppressive, and it just did not appeal to me. So we've got some Dominion soldiers. I actually you don't see many soldiers wandering around the game. I wonder where they're going. Normally you would bump into merchants on the road. Wait a minute, how do I get to this guy? Do I actually have to be Because I can see on the map here, this is a ridge of stones that I can't get through. I have to get to this guy from the other side, surely. Okay. Ooh, an aspect rune. The runes are part of the enchanting system, which has been one of my sort of bugbears, because I leveled my enchanting too slow, and now I find runes that are just way too weak for me to use, which means I can't actually craft any more glyphs using those runes because my enchanting skill's not high enough to use them, which means I can't raise my enchanting skill to use those runes. That's a bit frustrating. Okay, I'm just, where am I? Unless I can get up there. No, I can't get. Can I go this way? No, I am going completely the wrong way here. Let's turn back. You can auto run in this game, so I can just look at the map while I'm running. It's too many buttons. I keep hitting the wrong ones. But yeah, this is a great advert for my elite playstyle so far, isn't it? So I guess running back this way. Oh wait, ore. Need ore because it's very good to be able to create your own armor in this game. I've pretty much not bought anything from shops. I use a bit of armor I'm looting. Actually, let's look at my character profile. So what am I using? I'm using a helmet I made myself, chest shoulder plates I made myself, gloves I made myself. Okay, leg armor I found, boots I found, chest girdle I made myself, and a chest piece I found. So I'm using the majority armor that I made myself. And maybe I'll actually demonstrate the crafting a bit later in the game. Ooh, is this the way through to this dude? Oh, she's taking me back to Sorin Ravenwing. Oh, Alderlin. Alderlin is one of the dudes who's sitting with this Sorin Ravenwing. I feel stupid. Alright, combat time anyway. Let's switch up. I've got two weapon sets actually. The game lets you have two sets of weapons and skills and just switch between them at the touch of a button. I've got one set which is based around this sword, which is for single opponents, and one set of skills based around this mace that's for multiple opponents. And let's actually see if we can kill this Alderlin guy, or get a hit in so I can get credit when he dies. Okay. Alrighty, well, I could help this person kill Sulin, but no. Oh well, somebody else killed Alderlin while I was talking. That was a bit stupid of me. He'll be back. He'll respawn before too long. I mean, things do respawn relatively quickly in this game. Usually, if you sit standing looking at your inventory while you've just killed them, they come back to life and kill you. Yep, look, they're back. They're back. Alright. Let's try this again. Okay, so I've got my weapon set, which is based around taking hit on multiple opponents at once. There's lots of stuff to boost my shield and to lock these guys in place like that. And then I can just swing. Oh, this Alderlin is a healer. Okay, I don't like that. He's going to heal the other guys while they beat on me. Ow. Okay. Just let's swing my massive sword and just try to... Oh dear, I'm gonna die here. Oh, no. Okay, I've got a healing potion. Use it. Silver Shade. Okay, you're dead. Ooh, that felt painful. I've got an ability that can heal me. Right. Now let's see if we can... Okay, interrupt his magic. Combat is quite fun, but it is a lot of clicking. Yes, well, this person killed Alderlin for me, but yeah, generally if you get at least one hit in, you do get credit for the kill. Let's just loot the gold off them. Yeah, what was I saying? Combat is a lot of clicking and swinging your weapon back and forth and occasionally using abilities. For me anyway. If you go for a stealth build or a magic user, I guess it's probably a bit more fluid. Right, what other quests have we got in this area? Okay. So, Swift Justice. Okay, I need to go back to talk to Sordurlian, who I think gave me that quest. But I've also got a quest to find Fanrel in this area. Now, what was the point of that one? A small group of wood elves entered the site, which has been taken over by Orcs, and then they were taken prisoner. I freed all the faithful who survived. Fanrel asked me to meet her at the entrance to the Orc fort. Okay, let's go and do that. I mean, this might just be a case of turning in the quest I've already completed then. No, I probably shouldn't be just walking through here, should I? Let's just run. Hopefully they won't be following me. That's not bad, there's only 3 of them. I was worried I would have ended up pulling in the entire Orc camp. Okay, heal and just keep swinging my weapon. Oh, he's just turned into a... Oh, I see. I wonder what happened there. I think there's a small chance with the equipment I'm using that... Ah, I'm nearly dead. I can freeze people. Okay, I'm very nearly dead. I need to get out of here. How? Help, help. I'm dead. Combat actually feels quite good because it's a rush of adrenaline. For the most part. Sometimes it's a bit boring because you're just clicking and hitting someone with a weapon over and over and over again. But, you know, for the most part it is quite a bit of a good adrenaline rush. It's not very tactical, though. Okay, let's just resurrect here. There's an ability that lets you resurrect where you are once an hour. So it reduces the amount of running back to where it shines, which is pretty good.
He was a monster.
That probably is to do with another quest. What she just said, I don't remember.
Good.
Okay, what's the plan?
File solves nothing. These wood orcs celebrate.
Okay, what do we do?
The chief must not die until he has felt my pain, the pain of my faithful. He will see his family murdered one by one.
Okay, so we need to kill this dude's family. Some of the quests in this game are actually quite interesting in a storyline point of view. A lot of them are boring in their execution, however. There's a lot of we should just go somewhere and kill this dude, and there's quite a lot of just go somewhere and talk to this dude. But
all these are dead, I will permit Chief Gorzesh to die.
But sorry, I was getting distracted by the litany of people we've got to murder here. Okay, we've got to kill this dude's torturous son, his 2 wives, and then him himself. Yeah, what does that solve?
You act like this is some kind of riddle to be puzzled out.
Oh, I see. It's the only language they understand.
Is to send a loud, unambiguous message, the kind even these orcs
yeah,
fail to understand.
I kind of
Or get out of my
think
way.
I don't want to be part of this. It is cool, by the way, that the game gives you these choices sometimes in quests. I can either help her, or I can say no. I do find usually it doesn't make much difference to the overall storyline. The same kind of things happen, but it's cool. It gives you the choice. Okay, I'm not helping you.
Find Agenor and claim your reward. Be sure to tell him about it.
All right, I'm not getting involved in some stupid feud with orcs. It sounds. I mean, admittedly they just tried to kill me, but murdering a bunch of them to send a message, that kind of thing just leads to escalation, lady. Right, so I've got to talk to this guy and turn the quest in. And dear, I like the animals in this game. They do look good. They do look good, and I like the fact that they're there as well. It helps bring the world to life a bit. Okay, let's talk to this. Oh, it's a girl. Oh no, it isn't.
What of the others? Damn it, Fanrel. She should have gotten our help. The faithful should be avenged, but she will never succeed on her own.
Okay.
But I can't blame you for wanting to keep your
So we get these war boots, which are slightly better than the boots I'm using, but the boots I'm using are part of a set that gives me a bonus. Never mind. Okay, we leveled up. Alright. Now what do we want to put? Leveling up means we get a skill point and an attribute point. So put the attribute point into... we'll get achievement as well. Health. I've put a lot into health, as you can see. I'm thinking either stamina or magicka. I'm actually thinking maybe magicka, because I do have some magical abilities. You wouldn't think it, given I'm specialising in two-handed sword and heavy armour, but I do have some magical abilities. Okay, so we also have a skill point to spend. What shall we spend it on? I'm loath to get any more activatable abilities at the minute, because I'm quite happy with the ones I've got, frankly. And then the other ones don't sound too exciting. So what we got: Burning Heart increases healing, Elder Dragon increases health regeneration, Eternal Mountain increases the duration of Earth and Heart abilities. I guess that would affect my corrosive armor, which is really useful ultimate, by the way. I was using the Take Flight ultimate ability for a while, which basically lets you jump into a group of enemies and stun them briefly. But I found I wasn't using it all that much. Corrosive armor basically caps how much damage they can do at you, how much damage you can take on an individual blow, and is really useful. So I might go for Eternal Mountain. Let's just check what else we can get in the two-handed ones. Nothing really. I can get Arcane Fighter, which increases the chance of applying status effects by 50%. I guess that would apply to the status effects that my armor set is giving me. Because currently the Ice Furnace set gives me a 10% chance of dealing 5 flame and 5 frost damage with weapon attacks. That would become like a 20% chance. Interesting. There's all these other quest lines like guild. There's Fighters Guild skills. Bestows 3 ultimate points when killing an undead or Daedric enemy. So that means I'll be able to activate my ultimate ability more often. Might be useful. Increased chance of increased duration. Sorry, of Mage Guild abilities. Not so useful. Argonian abilities. Increases healing. Increases maximum health. I mean, these are marginal things. And then there's abilities for blacksmithing and enchanting and things. Potency improvement. I would actually, I'm going to put it into this point into improving my potency. Lets me use more advanced rune stones and will hopefully help me to level up my... Hello, has the game crashed? Has the game crashed? It froze up for a minute there. I'm not sure if that's the game or my computer. But anyway, it levels up my potency, allows me to use slightly more advanced rune stones, which should help me to be able to level up my enchanting a bit. Okay, where are we going now? Okay, I've got a quest, Beasts of the Fallen Esty. I can't remember what it is. Soranus and his wife were captured and tortured by wood orcs. Herstein changed her. Ah, yes. And then she disappeared into a cave near the Felicity Spring site. Yes, I have to go and kill this dude's wife. I remember this quest. Because she was changed into some kind of monster. Actually, wait a minute. Where am I? I could go back and talk to Solderian. No, I don't think so. I think I'm going to go and kill this dude's wife. As I recall, it's kind of like a mercy killing because she was transformed into a monster. But yeah, I haven't really said what I think about the game, have I? It's okay. And that's probably... Ooh, we might want to sneak through here. That's probably my big complaint about the game. It's okay. It's only okay. And you see, Elder Scrolls is an awesome license. There's been some... Whoa, awesome Elder Scrolls games. So the Elder Scrolls MMO needs to live up to the strength of that license. And it doesn't. Now, there's nothing bad about it. You know, there's some glitches, there's some questionable design decisions. You know, these are annoying, but they don't make the game bad. But there's very little about it that makes you sit up and go, wow. You know, there's occasional interesting, well, unexpected things in the quest storylines where, you know, you have to go and kill some dude's wife because she's turned into a monster, which does serve to break it up a bit. But a lot of the quests themselves are kind of routine, and a lot of the way oh dear, this could be nasty. A lot of the ways the enemies are arranged is kind of routine as well. You generally find them in groups between 1 and 3, and they're all kind of similar. You know, maybe they've got different models and different abilities and that kind of thing, but the way you approach them, certainly with this kind of build, which is very much a melee oriented build, is kind of the same each time. And it was really brought home to me actually in one of the caves. What was it called? Oops. Well, actually, it was up here somewhere, I think. Was it down here? Root Watch Tower, maybe? No, I can't remember what it was called. It might have been Root Watch Tower. It might have been it wasn't Lanalda Pond. But it was brought home to me because that was, whatever it was called, was an area that was arranged differently, where there was bigger groups of slightly weaker enemies. And I suddenly twigged, well, this is quite fun. I haven't seen any zones like this before. And, you know, I've just hit level 30, and I've been playing for weeks, and this is the fourth zone in this quest. By the way, I'm not that keen on the way the game is arranged into zones like this, because it means you never really build up any familiarity with the landscape, because you're continually moving through it. It's not a true open world. So if I just go back to the green shade map. So I entered here, and probably I will exit, I don't know, here somewhere to go up here to the next zone. But there's never any, and then I'll probably never come back here again, because there's no quests that require you to backtrack except for the main quest line, where you're continually having to go back to the Prophet's base, which is right next to the first town you encountered. Nothing else makes you go back. And I don't know, it prevents you getting a feel of the world, because the world just becomes somewhere that you pass through rather than somewhere that you live. Yeah, I wish it had been a proper open world, you know, similar to the way Skyrim was. Although obviously, you know, you can't take everything from a single player game like Skyrim and apply it to an MMO. But I think there would have been ways you could have done an open world kind of thing, or at least a main open world and then smaller zones that were leveled according to the quests and so within them. Okay, we've got some disturbed levitation. Yes, we've disturbed my levitation. It's 20 past 11 at night. I shouldn't be scrambling my words like this. Something massive recently moved past this plant, breaking some of the stalks. Okay. Glowing mushrooms, but I can't pick them up. I see dead orcs. Okay, we see some muddy prints first, though. Something left massive paw prints here. Walks on 4 legs, not 2. So presumably this is the monster that the dude's wife was turned into. And it's been eating orcs. The woodorc's neck was snapped with incredible force, and there's a blood trail to the edge of the cliff and huge claw marks gouged into the rock. And one of the other slightly disappointing things about this game is there's a lack so far of large bosses. Everything is kind of human shaped. Oh, I'm meant to climb the vine, am I? Okay. Human sized. I don't know whether this means we're about to get a really huge boss fight. All this evidence of a big scary monster. Okay, what have we got over here? Up, 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 up. Ooh, I missed the jump. That is something that's jarring, by the way, the way the first person view can't handle you falling into the water. I mean, why not? That's just laziness. There's no good reason for it to go to third person there. Dried blood is on the leaves and there's paw prints leading east. Okay. Okay. Oh, no, she's just a bear. Just a normal sized bear. Okay, bear, let's see if you're immune to stuns. Nope, you're not. Okay, let's just keep... I got stunned myself there. Let's just keep stunning it. Alright, so I've got this uppercut which is meant to stun things for 2.5 seconds. And I've got this stone fist ability which is stuns for a shorter amount of time. And my plan in combat is just alternate these. And hopefully just stun lock the critter until I've had a chance to just bash it into death. Okay, ooh. Okay, I've subdued it. Track down Periel. Okay, now I'm meant to follow it. Alrighty. I'm pretty sure this woman's husband wanted me to kill her, but maybe there's a way to save her. Ooh, she's turning silver and vanishing. What? What just happened?
Don't hurt her! Ariel, it's me!
Oh, now her husband's back. Okay.
What has happened to you?
Hey, dude.
She is wounded. Did you hurt her? Subdued. Yes, I see. I'm sorry. Now, please,
what?
Leave us.
What are you up to?
Please, I'm sorry. I was desperate for help. Desperate enough to colour the truth. Ariel did this. Sacrificed herself. This
yeah,
is
what
the
is this
only
about?
way we can be together. I will pray to her scene and hunt beside my wife for the rest of our days. Now, please, leave us.
Oh.
Hercene and myself.
I was about to say she'll eat you alive, but you're going to turn into a bear as well. What do I do here? Do I let these two lovebirds spend the rest of their days together as furry monsters? Or do I tell her it's for nothing? I'm a romantic.
Thanks for understanding. After I change, Ariel and I will leave this cave and go deep into Valenwood.
Alrighty, matey. I'll get out of here. You go and find your backpack. That was quite cool, though. I like the way the quests subvert expectations sometimes. But yeah, what was I actually talking about? Ooh, backpack. Search the backpack. We've got a torn hood and 223 gold pieces. And that noise is one of the anchors that come down sometimes to try to drag the world into hell. There's a load of demons spawn around them and you team up with other players to kill the demons and break the anchor's hold. But I think I've already done that one. I keep losing my train of thought because I get distracted by the gameplay. Don't I? But yeah, the game's alright. And like I said, probably the best part of it are the quests that subvert your expectations, like that one. Let's go and talk to Sordurian. But there's never anything that just makes you go wow. It's like in Skyrim, you know, you can throw bears around with the power of your Thum, and you can fight dragons and you can go to the top of mountains and see awesome views, and you can't do any of that in this game. You know, there's not. It's just there, and the world is just, I don't know. It's just there.
You look as though you have seen battle, friend. You've done the Dominion a great
We've got a
service.
big hammer.
No doubt he was feeding the pact information about our true movements.
Ooh.
That's lives saved.
Okay, that's a
Clear out any
better
doubts,
hammer
to remain in the
weapon
area.
than I'm using. Yeah, let's equip that. Yeah, definitely. Hammer of Justice. Right. But yeah, so I mean, if you look at this, you know, the graphics are okay. They're not brilliant when you get up close. You know, that's pretty ugly, but you're probably not going to be that close to things all that often. And looking at them here, it's okay. The tree looks nice. The stone looks okay. But there's never anything that makes you go wow, because you can never get the same kind of vistas that you can in other games. And I get, you know, that's part of it being an MMO. There's no real way for them to control how much stuff is going to be on the screen, I guess, how many models, because players could be anywhere in the zone. So to give you a really great view would be probably not possible. But that still doesn't, mean you get an excuse for not having them, if that makes sense. I mean, if we go up here, you'd think, oh, I'll be able to see for miles, and you can't. You can basically see the edge of this area, and that's it. I don't know if this is something unique to the old Mirror Dominion zones. I've played to about level 6 or 7 of the old Ebonheart Pact. I haven't tried the Daggerfall Covenant at all. So it may be something specific to the old Mirror Dominion zones, but I doubt it. Yeah. And I guess that is my complaint here. This game isn't amazing. The Elder Scrolls is an amazing license, and this game just doesn't live up to it. Does that mean it's a bad game? No, I've played it for a bunch of hours. I've got to level 30. I'm probably going to keep playing it. You know, I bought a 3-month subscription, so I'll probably still play it for the next 3 months. Will I renew my subscription after that? Don't know. Probably not. It depends on what the end game content is like, I guess. And this comes back to the point, doesn't it? That a lot of people will say, oh, you can't judge an MMO until you've got to the end game and until you've experienced everything it has to offer. And to a certain extent, I can see the point of that, because end game content is very important in an MMO, especially a subscription MMO. You know, once you got to the end game, and you know, what is it to do? Good question. But that doesn't invalidate opinions on the remainder of the game. You know, because I think a game in general is about the journey, not the end. And that's why I would say even the original version of Mass Effect 3 was a good game, despite it having an awful ending. It was still a good game because the journey was entertaining. And in this game, the journey is okay. It has its moments. But I feel as though there's probably other games out there that will give a much better journey. Okay, got some more water. Where should we go, actually? Shall we... let's actually go and experiment with the crafting system. So let's... Okay, where's our nearest way shrine? It's down that way. So let's head that way. The way shrines are a sort of teleporting system that let you travel around this map. It's quite useful. Prevents you having to walk too far. I don't find the walking actually around all that objectionable in the PvE zones, actually, because you never... The zones are quite dense, and there's... it's a troll. Let's try to avoid him. The zones are quite dense. There's a lot of quests you can stumble upon where you're just wandering around, and there's also a lot of way shrines around that you can use to teleport. In Cyrodiil, the PvP area is a different story, and I'll probably make another video of me wandering around Cyrodiil. But for now, let's teleport back to the Way Shrine in town, or actually this one's just to the east of town. Probably Cyrodiil is the reason why a horse is a good idea. Unfortunately, horses are quite pricey.
These wood elves have a way with animals.
So here, your basic horse is 17,000 gold. You can get better horses for 42,000.
You'll find no better than these.
Problem, after playing this game all this time, I've only got 15,000 gold in savings. Now, I haven't specifically tried to grind for gold. Probably you can accumulate gold reasonably quickly if you do. But normal gameplay, the only thing that gives you appreciable amounts of gold is questing. You know, you'll get a little bit from looting things, but most mobs have like 1 or 2 gold pieces on them. It's, you know, take you forever to save up if you're just relying on that. You know, quests at them right now tending to be giving like 100, 200, 300 gold in reward, which is quite nice. Who is this person? Oh, it's a player. I thought it was an NPC. Nope. Yeah, okay. I'm going to try to make myself some new armor, I think, because I've just lit level 30. And the armor you can craft is every other level, so you can make like level 26, 28, 30 armor. You can't make level 29 armor. Okay, this is the blacksmithery. Alright, so let's have a look at what I'm currently using. So I like my set of things. I've got a level 56 girdle, but I have actually upgraded quite a bit. Got a level 28 helm, level 26 shoulder pieces actually, 122 armor. That's a thing I should look to upgrade as a matter of priority. Right. Now, first thing you can do is you can turn ore into ingots just by dragging ore to there and hitting R to refine. And your blacksmith's skill goes up a teeny bit for doing that. There's different types of ore, but they're basically just different levels. So early level heavy armor is made with iron. Then there's steel for the next set. Then there's orichalcum. I don't know what that is. For the next set, and then I guess there's ebony, calcinium, and dwarven ore for future sets of armor. So, as you can see, I've got 51 orichalcum ingots. Right, so what did I say I wanted to make? Shoulder pieces. What are they called? Pauldrons, yes. So I can make a craft in either the Argonian or the Nord style. You need a cheap thing to craft a style after you've learned the style. And you learn the style by finding books, which are very rare, which is why I've only got 2 of them. But yeah, you can buy corundum pieces to craft an item in the Nord style, or Argonian pieces, flint pieces to cast armor and weapons in the Argonian style once you've learned that style. Anyway, so we've got some corundums, so we're going to make some pauldrons in the Nord style. We can give them different traits that we've researched. So we can make it sturdy, which it avoids getting damaged when I die, or we can reinforce it to give it 4% more armor. Let's make it sturdy because I die a lot. Okay, so we increase its level just by increasing the amount of ingots we use in its construction. It is as simple as that. So we can make it level 30, 125. Right, so let's craft that. Okay, so what you see now is we've got orichalcum pauldrons, which are only a little bit better than the level 26 ones we're already using, but that's because those have been upgraded. So let's see if we can enhance that thing we just made. Actually, first of all, let's see if we can deconstruct the ashen blade that we were using, because that will give us, it gave us a fire opal, which isn't very good. Okay, so let's see. We can use honing stones to boost the quality of these things up to 5. So if we use 3 of those, we've got a 90% chance of improving them. I think that's an acceptable chance. We failed. I should have made it to 100, shouldn't I? Oh well. I don't suppose if we deconstruct this that these boots will get a honing stone. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to deconstruct. Oh yes, we got a honing stone. So if we make ourselves another set of another pauldron, which we can't because we've run out of styles objects, so we can just talk to this person and buy ourselves a couple of flint, and then we can make Argonian style pauldrons, and we don't have that item either, so we can reinforce it, increase its armor value. Right, now we can do nothing. Now we can try to we've got a 60% chance of improving it, and that succeeded. Excellent. Now can we improve this anymore? We've got a 45% chance of being able to improve it to superior quality. So each of these improvements takes different items. So the initial improvement to fine takes a honing stone, the next improvement takes dwarven oil. 45% is not a great chance. Yeah, I'm not going to risk it. So the remaining thing I'd like to do is actually put an enchantment on this thing. Let's just check we don't have any enchantments. Nope. So I know there's a dude that sells enchantments up here. So let's go and visit him right now.
Poor man was like a wasp's nest. You were a bold one to shove your hand inside.
I have no idea what Corman was either. So many quests, but it is cool that they get mentioned. I do like that. It helps you feel a little bit more connected to the world. Oh, this is a steep path. One complaint I do have actually about this game is the towns are too small. You know, the towns in Skyrim, and I keep coming back to Skyrim because it's the only Elder Scrolls game I've actually played. So where do I need to go here? Not this way. This is the only Elder Scrolls game I've played, but the towns in Skyrim were obviously small, but they, for the most part, they had enough houses that you felt they would be functional villages. A lot of the towns, not all of them, but a lot of the towns in Elder Scrolls Online are just ridiculously tiny. So like the capital city, supposedly, of the old Merry Dominion has about 3 houses in it, and a couple of great big courtyard style things with, it's just, it doesn't feel impressive. There are some decent sized towns, but okay, what am I looking for here? I'm looking to talk to this person and buy a glyph. Okay, so we're level 30, which means we can we can use moderate glyphs. Right, so armor glyphs, we have a choice. By the way, you can't filter this for the type of glyph. So there's weapon glyphs, jewelry glyphs, and armor glyphs. As we're enchanting armor, we can only use armor glyphs. Okay, so we can have a glyph of stamina, glyph of health, glyph of magicka. I think health. Health is always useful. So then we can just go back to here. And by the way, it took me ages to learn how to figure out how to actually apply a glyph once you've got it. Turns out you just right click, click equip. No, you don't. You right click, click enchant, moderate. You select the glyph and then go to enchant, and we can see now we have church pauldrons of health. Okay, that's how the crafting system works in this game. It's functional. It's functional, but it's not thrilling. Oh, and actually, while we're talking about not thrilling, what is this? Do you remember how the skills, the perks and skills were in Skyrim? Those beautiful, beautiful constellations with stars in them that you selected. In Elder Scrolls Online, you just get a list. I mean, it's functional. It does the job. But it's just a list. So, oh dear. Comes back to what I was saying about things in this game not being amazing. Ooh, a chest. Okay. Lockpicking in this game is a knack to it. Basically, you have to push these things down and release when they start to... Ow! Oh, Skeever interrupted me. As I was saying, you release when they start to wobble. It's easy, fairly easy for simple chests. For more advanced chests, I think what you have to do is know when they're about to wobble and release prematurely, which probably means trying it first. And so you see, I expect to wobble there, and I release. And this one, I know is going to wobble there, so I let go just as it's about to wobble. Okay, so we've got 41 gold, a lockpick, and a staff. Take all that. How much inventory space have we got? We're fine. Excuse me. Okay, let's do one more quest. Let's see what one more quest we can do. Oh. I didn't want... Yeah. Okay, let's... No. I'm trying to change my weapon. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's see. Let's get a bit collected. Let's activate some abilities. Let's swing a weapon. Let's kill these dudes. Wow, they had a lot of loot. Yeah, so let's go back to the... Actually, let's figure out what quest we want to be doing. Okay, what we've got. Report back to Marbrook. Retake the path. Shade of Green. So, retake the path is Drillidan Path. I think Shades of Green is to cleanse Drillidan Path. Dreadvullin I've done. Verant Morris and Drillidan Path. So let's actually go and cleanse Drillidan Path. Okay, I've got to find someone called Main something or other. I've had this quest for ages actually. In the initial town that you go to, here, you're obviously meant to start going south because that's where the easier quests are. I accidentally went through the north gate and got this quest. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm actually trying to find my way to the Way Shrine and I'm wandering around not knowing where I'm going. I'm just not very competent, but you probably knew that already. I mean, there's a part of me that would like to play through this game as a magic user just to see if it's any more interesting. Let's chop that up. I can always refine wood. Wood, by the way, is used to make bows and shields, neither of which his character needs. But I can always refine it and sell it for a bit of gold. It gets me a little bit closer to that horse. I want to get the horse. Oop, another one. Doop boop beep. Doop boop. Ooh. Oh, I thought that was a rune for a minute, but it was actually Stinkhorn. Oh, that's cute. It jumped over me. Alrighty, so let's see, where are we going to? Alright, so if we go here and then head east, that should take us where we need to go. West, north, east, okay. What's a sheer drop? Okay, if I head around this to the south, I can just avoid the sheer drop. Alright. Looks like we're going past this anchor. The anchors, I think you get Fighters Guild levels for helping in driving them off, but I've already helped to drive this anchor off once, so I wouldn't get any more credit for helping out again. Might be fun though. Is there any other players here? It's not the kind of thing you can really solo, but if there's other players around, which there are, let's join in. Go on, let's kill some demons. Hello? Hello? Aren't I doing damage? Oh. Wait a minute. Can I not do damage? Can I not even help out here? Because I've already... No, I can. I don't know what was happening there. It seemed like I couldn't do damage for them for a minute. Maybe the game was lagging or something. Let's change up my weapon set actually. So as you can see, the idea is there's a bunch of demons and you just kill them all until this thing opens and somebody touches it and closes it, and then the anchor destroys itself. Yeah, I think we just caught the tail end of it, but with a group of players, or a bunch of players actually, it doesn't have to be an explicit group, just a few players there, they're pretty easy. Which way am I going? There's no minimap in this game, and I kind of like that. By the way, I should mention the UI is entirely moddable, and there's a lot of mods you can download, third-party things that will add things like a minimap, or you know, hit bars for everything, or you know, little numbers flying around telling you how much damage you do. I just didn't really want any of those things because I can't appreciate the clean UI. So the only mod I'm actually using is one that sticks the locations of the sky shards on the map. So the sky shards are like hidden collectibles, and if you find, for every 3 you find, you get an extra skill point. But because I not really want to be searching around for hidden collectibles, and because it's actually really important to get those extra skill points, especially early on, they're very useful. I installed a mod that just sticks their locations on the map. Some people will say that's cheating. I disagree. Okay. Ooh, we've got a lore book. I used to read all of these, but I don't anymore. Yeah, I kind of lost interest. Okay, we're trying to find main as a what's that? Is that a glowing lore book down there? No, I don't think it is. Bear.
It pains me to see the forest suffer like this.
I don't know
I
who,
can sense the green itself calling out for vengeance.
who's saying that. Who's saying that? Okay. Occasionally you do hear things like that. I don't know if you're meant to, or if the voice acting is bugged out and you're just hearing something, some random line of dialogue. I mean, I do like that the game is fully voiced, almost fully voiced, because sometimes it bugs out and doesn't play, but you know, for the most part it's fully voiced. Ooh, there's a necromancer. Let's just try helping out with these guys, killing them. Ooh, we've got some guy appeared. Wait, what? He was part of an earlier quest. What's he doing here? I guess I'll find out. Let's just go in and kill things. Yeah, I do kind of like the way that because almost nothing in this game is instanced in terms of levels and dungeons and things. I do like the way you're continually surrounded by other players, and you get these impromptu team ups where you all fight guys together. By the way, I've played this game mostly in the third-person camera. Let's just try it a bit as the third person. Okay, it's perfectly playable. I just think it's more interesting first person. Maybe because there's not that many first person MMOs around. Let's actually change my weapon set a bit. Oh, guess I didn't need to, because whoever these guys are that I'm with are really powerful. Alright, let's stick with these guys. They're making everything easy. Alright. I don't think I got any hits on those guys at all. Alright, so we need to find this dude. With a name like Main Akazuri. Do you want to bet he's a cat? Do you want to bet? Sorry, we shouldn't call them cats. That's racially insensitive. Do you want to bet he's a Khajiit? Okay, so we need to go that way. Most of these dungeons, I don't know if dungeon is actually the right word. Most of these caves you go into are entirely linear, and there's one way to go. Alright. And these guys are just wrecking it. Wow, they're powerful. Okay. And obviously some people I know won't like the fact that you're surrounded by other players and they can interfere with your quests in terms of killing stuff that you're after. Personally, I like it, and I kind of feel like, you know, if you don't want that, then maybe you shouldn't be playing an MMO. Maybe you should be playing a single player game if you don't want other players around. But hey, I can totally appreciate that some people won't like that. I do. Anything interesting on the bookshelf? No. Nothing interesting on the bookshelf. Okay. Ooh, loot on that guy. 1 gold piece. What did I tell you? Nobody carries a lot of money in this game apart from the guys who give you quests. Okay, we got some provisioning ingredients here. The provisioning system is actually quite interesting in that you can cook food and it gives you various buffs. So you can cook pies that give you more health, or wines that give you more magicka and that kind of thing. The problem I have with it is incredibly... Oops, I just activated my ultimate ability by mistake. The problem I have with it is that it is very easy, or it's very hard rather, to actually find recipes, so I tend to end up with a lot of ingredients and nothing to cook with them. Okay, so this leads... It's a long time since I got this quest, so I can't exactly remember. Yeah, told you it was it's a lion. Ooh. He looks majestic, doesn't he? So yeah, as I was saying, it's a long time since I got this quest, so I can't exactly remember the background. Not that it matters. Is that a bookshelf? Yeah. There are all these books that you can read, and it is kind of interesting. The problem is I've read most of them.
The clamor of the undead at the gate finally stops, and you come through the gate. It is a relief to finally see someone.
What is with this guy's voice?
Is Akusri correct in thinking you have come to our aid?
He sounds like the voice actor had a really bad cold. Yep, I'm here to help.
Very good. The tunnel is cleared then, yes? Akusri is it?
And by the way, I like the fact that even though it's fully voice acted, you don't have to listen to any of it, and you can just select the next thing to say at any time.
This one saw the prince with his own eyes. He is no longer Nementor. He has been
Where did he go?
knows. But if destroying Marbrook were his goal,
Ooh, he's got an evil plan. Where do we start?
You will know better. You came in together, so this one assumes you are already acquainted, yes? He is strange, even for a Bosmer. But Akusri has never met an elf who understands nature.
Okay. So we talk to this guy.
Engineer, stop trying to save everyone. You cleared the tunnel, and that is enough. Akusri will
Okay.
return
Now
to
we have a
Marbrook
little
Yes, yes.
conversation we have to
Perhaps
watch.
it's better if I go out into
Can't
the pass
interrupt
and try
this,
to discover why
unfortunately.
Naaman ordered the undead to attack in
Both
the
of you
first
go.
place.
Find out what Naaman is planning, and report to Marbrook. Don't try to do all this on your own.
He hasn't tried to do anything on his own. He's mostly got me to do things, to be honest.
I appreciate the main sentiment and the support of the Dominion, but ultimately it falls on us to protect Valenwood. Since the Sylvanar's death, I get the sense that Queen Irene feels she owes us something. But we Bosmer are not helpless.
You know, I can't remember who the Sylvanar was. Is he the guy who died in Caress's roost? I can't remember. Met so many people, killed so many people in this game. I can't even remember their names.
Of course not. And I'm grateful for your assistance. It's true. I don't think it's that simple. The Shade has assumed Naaman's form. Drilladan Pass is old. Many Bosmer died here, and some cannot be raised by any magic. They are the accursed souls who violate.
How did they violate the Green Pact?
There are many ways. Perhaps they cut down a tree or ate berries from
So the Green Pact, by the way, is the Bosmer's religion, effectively, where they're not allowed to hurt any plants at all.
No, they are tethered to their remains, and they cannot pass into death.
Okay,
Nor can they
let's see what these
magic
dead dudes
underground.
know.
I can't wait to get back out into the forest.
What? We've been down here 2-3 minutes at most.
Well,
I don't know. So, yeah. This is the Elder Scrolls Online. Closing thoughts. I wish it was amazing and it isn't. It's going to be interesting to see where this goes. It's the kind of game you could imagine become amazing as an expansion or something. I don't know when that might happen. I don't know if it will happen. It'd be interesting to see how the player base remains as well, whether it sort of tails off once people's initial subscription periods run out. It is quite expensive. It'll be interesting to see whether they cut prices, go free to play. Yeah, interesting to see where it goes. But anyway, I've rambled enough. That's what I do in videos like this. I just ramble and play games. And playing games is awesome and fun. Goodbye for now.